Over the last 3 months, life and business have completely sort of intertwined for me. And in this season, I have realized that they don't, and maybe they won't, ever completely stay in separate lanes. This video is part demo, part personal update, and I'll walk you through what's been happening behind the scenes at Wise Web Ops. Here's what we're going to talk through today. What it was like building a new office, launching 2 new client sites, my guest lecture at USC, and some personal growth. So let's start with the biggest first. We unexpectedly moved houses here in Baja. We had been quietly looking for a place with a yard for the dogs, but honestly, the rental prices here have been really crazy lately, even in the lower season. When my partner and I walked in, we looked at each other in this disbelief. Is this real? It felt like it was too good to be true. The catch? We had 10 days to move, and that 10 days, there were actually 2 hurricanes forecasted in that same stretch. But we did it, and honestly, it feels like a reflection of the kind of life that I have been intentionally building. Moving a new house also meant for me, working from home for my own business, that also meant creating a new office. And I realized something, that my old background was super dull. It didn't really reflect me or the energy that I bring to my work or to my clients. And I realized that this was a perfect opportunity for me to kind of make a change in my office space and the backdrop that. So I called up my friend and my coach, Helmi, and we created something that felt like me. And the best part was, I did not spend a single peso or a dollar. I just invested in Helmi's expert eye, because picking out a background is not something that I'm good at. I couldn't even think through what I should do. I sent him a message saying, dude, this doesn't feel like me. He told me, show me what you've got lying around the house. He already kind of knows my personality because I've been working with him for a few months already. He literally told me, grab this, grab that. And then I put all that stuff here. We got onto a call and he told me, okay, put a light here, put that there, move this around, change this setting here and there on your camera, change the angle, everything. And so he staged me up like this. And then he helped me understand my equipment, understand the concepts behind how to present myself on the camera with what I have. And that, to me, as a business owner, is really how I present myself outward to the world. And so this impact means a lot. So seriously, go hire him before his rates go up. All right, so even with the move, obviously my client work did not slow down or stop. So one of my clients acquired a new business. So we transferred ownership of the existing domain under him, migrated from Office 360 to Google Workspace, and I had to make sure that everything was secured on the back end and that only my client had access to his digital assets. I also launched a new site for one of my clients. He is a personal and business branding expert who just really felt like his previous site was not doing justice. He went through his own rebrand. We built and launched his brand new website, migrated his email, and connected his calendar. We integrated with the events that he's going to be hosting, as well as his email list. And all of it flows into one brand asset for him. This wasn't just a website. It's interactive, bookable, and built for visibility so that he could be found by people looking exactly for the things that he provides services for, whether that's on Google or that's on ChatGPT or any large language learning model. Here's a quick snip of what he had to say.
She did great work. I was really happy with the entire process and the results, and I can't recommend her highly enough.
My professor invited me to guest lecture his course on user experience. It was a bit surreal because 10 plus years ago, I was sitting in that same exact classroom. And now I'm showing up as a business owner, speaking from lived experience. The grad school version of me would have not recognized myself, to be honest. And it just really reminded me of the power of journey and what can happen when you keep going, even when you don't really know what the full path is going to be. All of this reminded me of why I started documenting this in the first place. And over the last few months, I've had, honestly, strangers reaching out to me and saying, "Thank you for sharing. I feel the same way." And that meant a lot to me because I had made it pretty good in the tech industry. And when I quit that job, I realized that my whole entire childhood of kind of not quite feeling like I belonged, it was because I didn't really have someone to look up to who was doing things that I thought, oh, that's cool, I want to do that too. There's this quote of, you can't be it if you can't see it. And I don't know, I used to really believe in that, but I've changed my mind. You just have to see little glimpses. Let me explain that. I never saw somebody doing what I wanted to do, but I saw glimpses of people who were doing stuff that was interesting to me. And that then made me mental note and say, okay, I guess that's possible. If that person can do that, then this person can do that. Why can't I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that? That's why I have this feeling that I really want to share what I'm up to, not in like a vain way of look at me, look at what I'm doing, but in a way of, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what works, this is what doesn't, this is what I like, what I don't like. Put them all together in this weird way and have forged my own path. So if me showing up, if that sparks an idea for someone else, even just one person, it will be worth it. Thank you for being here. I will be committed to doing these much more often. If you want to see more behind the scenes stuff about how I run my business and the strategies that I'm using, subscribe to my weekly emails at ad.wisewebops.com. I'll see you in the next one. Have a productive day.